what movie did you like the bad guy more than the good guy? Willie Coyote. Dude was starving in the desert and just wanted to eat. I don't know how he can order all these gadgets and yet not order any food. Guy wanted to earn a meal. Man deserves to hunt. You know what they say. Teach a man to paint tunnels in walls and drop anvils and shoot rockets and cannons. Eat. Dinero. Pacino, don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner. Agreed, though you could make an argument for Waingro being the actual antagonist for both. Fuck Waingro. Waingro is the agent of fate. That whole movie is full of characters who have externalized their locus of control. I do what I do best. I take scores. You do what you do best. Take down guys like me. Dinero and Pacino both see themselves as being incapable of anything than what they are. Waingro becomes the deciding factor for their fates. I love that line because violating this rule is what gets him killed. You think it's a reference to the girl who Dinero leaves without a backward glance, but it was vengeance for the friends lost to Waingro's betrayal that he couldn't walk away from, and it cost him everything. Rumpelstiltskin in Once Upon a Time. Even before his redemption arc, he was just so much more entertaining for me than any of the good guys. Robert Carlyle and Lana Pirilla absolutely stole the show. They're the only reasons I kept watching, tbh. Rumpel was that villain who you know you should hate, but you keep getting pulled in with that little glimmer of hope that he might turn good, just to be disappointed yet again. And Regina showed that being good isn't always easy, but it's still the right thing to do. My heart shattered after what happened with Robin. The Monarch is great, but you realize through the series that the real bad guy's Dr. Jonas Venture Sr. That guy was just straight up bad news. The fact that Rusty is as normal as he is frankly astonishing. The fact that Rusty is as normal as he is frankly astonishing. It's borderline impossible. Really? Action Man would wake him up every morning by dry firing a gun held against his forehead. Not today, Rusty. Not today. I love the nuance of the show and the time and patience it's taken to truly show how terrible Jonas was. The first few seasons all you hear is Rusty complaining and telling an off-putting story here or there, but it all comes off as woe is me as he sits at the throne of his father's empire. But then you realize Rusty was truly, and horribly, abused his entire life, that Jonas is a worse villain than pretty much any of the actual villains, and got away with everything by being a handsome asshole. Not just Jonas Sr. though. All of the old Team Venture were dicks. This story Doc tells Dean is rough. Dr. Venture, Dean. I remember when the Action Man would wake me up with a gun pointed at my head. He'd just hold it there and pull the trigger. I'd hear the click really loud because it was right against my forehead. Dean. So it echoes. Dr. Venture. Right. It sounded like he snapped one of my teeth out. Click. And then he'd go, not today, Rusty, not today. Dean. Golly. And you took it because you had to? Dr. Venture. No, Dean. I took it because I was Rusty Venture, boy adventurer. I didn't ask for this life, Dean. But it's mine. Sure, I fall down in this speed suit, but I get up and wet nap my puke off. Dean. Do you have one? Dr. Venture. I got a pocket full of those lemony little devils. It all comes with that outfit, Dean. It's not all bad. I mean, I'm a super scientist. Loved. Fit. Well, I have a lawn full of bad guys who want my, what do they want? Dr. Venture. Okay, I'm just turning 16 and having a birthday pool party. My father invites every girl he knows, and I'm not talking about girls my age. No, not Jonas. He invites playboy bunnies and models, and I think actual whores, you know, real prostitutes. So there I'm in my giant bathing suit, with nervous puberty oozing out of my gigantic pores. Just awful. So, the band suddenly stops playing and I hear, and now, the man of the hour, Rusty Venture. All eyes on me, right? Then suddenly, almost predictably, the Action Man shoots my groin with a shrink ray right as that fucking jackass Colonel Gentleman pulls my shorts down. Hank, wow, that's like a nightmare. Dr. Venture. Oh no. What I went through today was like a nightmare. What happened when I was 16? That is my life. I like bad guys who have legit reasons. Clue from Tron Legacy was instructed to make the perfect system, but he took it a little too seriously. He was just doing his job to make it a perfect world. HAL 9000 from 2001 Space Odyssey is another good one. He wasn't evil, he was just given conflicting programming. Technically, the conflicting programming is not explained in the movie, but in the sequel right. Only watched the movie once. In the book, which is a masterpiece, HAL is much more of a character, I guess, mainly because the book can let the reader know his thoughts which the movie couldn't do, but he is equally a character as much as the astronauts, and it does a better job at the man vs technology and where they overlap angle. The 8 men in the beginning are a lot more interesting and have names too.